Hey everybody, I am trying out a live stream. Gonna need to work on lighting. Anyway, it's the end of a long day and I haven't done anything for the channel yet, but I got these yesterday. These are the GodHand Beginner Side Cutters. And I'm hoping that they're going to replace these. I got these in that beginner box. Here's the rest of the box for $10. So good value for the money, and they're working, but I'm leaving a lot of stress marks. And I know you haven't seen the videos yet, but I did finish build 3. Those are coming out. A lot of stress marks. So I'm hoping that something just a little bit better. These were $15. I'm thinking 14, 16, call it 15. Will help. The brand GodHand is supposed to be the best for this kind of modeling. And I sincerely hope it is, since it's typically $60 for the one that everyone gets. These were labeled though as beginner, and I am a beginner. So let me go ahead and get this open. One thing I've noticed about things that are sold in Japan, there's not a lot of security features. Gundam models, they don't come shrink wrapped. This has a staple down at the bottom here, but that's to hold the plastic on. That's not keeping anything out from stealing. So that's kind of cool. Less work to have to do, and you get to keep a cool package if you want to. So first thought is the handle. This, I don't think it's rubber, but whatever you call it, has just a little bit of a grip to it, whereas this is very smooth and hard. I don't know if you can hear that or not. Versus, anyway, much softer in the hand. This has a better action as you're pulling it, although it doesn't bounce back. Well, no, it does bounce back as quickly. It's not as abrupt. It's a smooth open, whereas these are boom. Yeah, on film it looks the same. It feels different. As far as the actual heads, the Godhead hand is much smaller cutting area as well. See there, see if I can line them up on camera for you. I'm hoping that means I can get in with more detail. And those are wicked sharp. I don't know. I don't think that these were that sharp. So initially I was thinking about doing a compare and contrast piece for piece, but I went through all the kits and I just have a few pieces left on rails. Not a whole terrible much. So I think what I'm going to do instead is just use the new ones and see how they do. Yeah. So sorry guys, I can only stream on my laptop, and the laptop is not going overhead, so you're stuck this way. I'm just gonna try a few. Wow. All right. That was just ridiculously smooth. I am gonna try a compare and contrast, because there's an equal cut over here. And that took definitely more work. So actually, let me cut out all of this piece with these. These are the ones that came in the basic beginner set. I'm going to put that right there. And let me finish these. Wow, that is noticeably easier to cut. Just absolutely noticeably easier. Okay. This is not probably going to make for great viewing, but I need to see. So stress marks are a little bit less jagged and just infinitesimally less noticeable with the GodHand. Not sure on that first one if that's worth $15 if you're just starting out or not. Let me try that again, another compare and contrast. Let's be good scientists. GodHand goes over there. Now, I did leave it as a comment in the video where I introduced this toolkit, but I'm going to say it, I think, for the first time on film. The kit was $10. Originally, the tweezers came damaged. I asked for a replacement. They sent it to me. No problem there. I sent back the damaged ones. Okay, well, on this one, I actually took, this is the GodHand one, I actually took a little bit off the corner, I think. I did. I went in a little too deep, but there is no stress mark. The beginner kit, there is a stress mark. Significantly less stress mark for the GodHand on that one. Okay. Yeah, I sent the first, or I had an issue with the first one with the tweezers. They sent a replacement. Second set, the tweezers I had an issue with were fine. I decided that I would really check out the second kit, and the cutters on the second one I did not like at all. They, as I'm dropping stuff, they opened like that even when you let go all the way, and that would just be so annoying as time went on. So I mean, it's a $10 kit. You can replace it until you get it right. Beautiful. Just a tiny little bit right there. Yeah, I just took that off with my fingernail. No stress. Okay. I'm hesitant to just cut a big chunk. I've heard that can dull your blade. I've seen people do it, but I don't know how often they replace them. Okay, done with that one. Cut out this single one here. Anyway, yeah, so the beginner kit, $10, works just fine. I'm actually hoping next time my nephew and my brother are in town that we can all put together the same kit, like buy 3 of them, put it together. Never built one off camera. I'm not subjecting my family to my YouTube channel. Well, that was perfect. I know the lighting isn't amazing for you guys, but I had it set up over here so that I could see really well. It's not top down, but then I couldn't have this all set up with the laptop. But I'm getting some good light and good shadows so I can see if there's an issue. And right here is just the tiniest bit rough. I think I swiped at it earlier with my fingernail, but that's great. That's a couple swipes with the file and it's done. No stress. Okay. Let's do another compare and contrast. Anyway, yeah, so I want to do one of these with some family, and I'm fully planning on buying 1 or maybe 2 more of these $10 kits for them. They can take them home. Obviously, they can take the model home, but we could just do I'm thinking the entry grade kit would just be a lot of fun. And then I would have something super introductory to try damaging or weathering or painting or whatever. Definitely takes more effort to cut with the beginner ones, I'm noticing. The GodHand just slide right through. Okay. These pieces aren't exactly identical, but the connecting points were at the same general places. And there we go again. GodHand is better. I don't know if it's half again as much as an entire kit better, but since we're getting into more detail, every little bit helps. Okay. Let's try this dark color. I doubt you're going to be able to see this, but up there at the top of the U, that's it. Just a little nub. When I catch it in the light there, it looks discolored, but it's really not. It's just catching the light because it's that little nub. I learned on the last kit, dark colors really show the stress marks. So I just have 2 more pieces. I'm just going to finish this up. And I'm technically not going to be live when you see this. I did put an hour buffer in. That way, if I just absolutely hated it or started a sneezing fit or whatever, I could pull it off the internet before I was any more embarrassed than I've already been. Okay. I'm curious to try something on this piece here. See those two vertical nubs there and there? This one isn't as big as this one. But what I want to see is if I cut this one with the beginner and this one with the new side cutters, if there's a noticeable difference. And I know it's not exact, but, and yes, I'm just trying this random piece that I didn't need. Okay. There's one. Two. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. As you can see, I mean, there's discoloration. There's going to be discoloration. I don't know that I can make this plain to you guys. This, the GodHand side, is flush smooth. I mean, there's just the tiniest little, what feels like seam, injection seam line in there. And there isn't one on here, so that did come from the cut, but it's just the tiniest little ripple. Whereas this, from the budget one, actually physically catches the skin. Like here. I don't know if you could hear that. That's my nail coming off that. Whereas on this side, nothing. Okay. So the verdict is, if all you want to do is put kits together and you're not terribly worried about anything other than assembling, you 100% do not need these upgraded. If you're like me and you're trying to make something perfect. In fact, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. Where did he go? Or she, I don't know. Are they gendered? Let me show you on here some of the stress lines I was dealing with. Like like there and there and there, there, there. See what I mean? These beginner ones, they did a job on it. In fact, even though they haven't come out yet, just so you guys know, after episode 1, I pretty well quit trying. Not because I wasn't enjoying the build. I mean, I was, but I was really frustrated with the quality of what I was getting. About to make some noise. And it didn't matter what I did. It just seemed like if it was a dark colored piece, it was not going to work for me. So, I mean, I didn't give up. I kept panel lining it. The model itself is great. It's probably one when I do eventually get an airbrush and start painting. I'll paint, see if I can hide it that way. But would like to know if these would have helped. I guess we'll find out eventually. All right, I am going to start saying goodnight. Thank you to subscriber number 16 who came in today. And that's actually today. You'll hear me thanking the 15 people later, but those are scheduled to release later. I appreciate all of you. They're not all going to get in there, man. I appreciate all of you. I hope you're finding value with this. If this is your first watch, feel free to judge. I'm not going to say that the non-live stream are any better because they're not, but we're getting there. We're improving. But yeah, if you're watching and you think this was maybe more attainable at your skill level, hopefully I'm encouraging people. It's not like you could be worse than me. Please subscribe, leave a comment, like, whatever it is that you'd like to do. But yeah, that's channel. That's Matt Makes. Next, we'll make Zaku. It will be my first real grade. Yeah, it's right there. Real grade. And I'm incredibly looking forward to it. I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. But I'm gonna enjoy the heck out of the process as we go. All right. That being said, have a great night, everyone. And until next time, I'll see you later.